Hey,
Hey, we are back.
hey guys, long time no see. That's
Right.
that's how I'm gonna start every stream now. Just wow, guys, long time no see. Uh, what happened? What has happened the last since we last streamed? I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's been kind of a blur. For the past week, I've been lost. I've been seeing this light that's been really blinding. And
Have
I just keep wanting to go towards it.
have you ever thought about getting your eyes checked? Maybe that's like a, vision thing.
Maybe. I
Isn't
don't
that?
know. It keeps calling towards me though. I feel like I'm in this in between, I'm not alive or dead. I just feel like I'm floating. Weird feeling.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. For well, me, I have been really sleepy lately. So I'm just so it'd be nice if like some music dropped or something to come
Mm.
and wake me up.
Mhm.
Um,
Or if Jin the Potato could drop 4.99 off the bat.
shit, man,
Goddamn.
that would help. Hey, what's up, Jim? The potato
Okay,
starting
we're
off.
awake. We're awake.
Yeah. All right. We're back. Hello. Sorry, we'll cut that bit out. Welcome to our Dawn FM first reactions stream. What's up, guys?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you to Jim the potato.
Man.
Uh. What an album. What a fun time.
What a
Just
night. What a night.
yeah,
That drop. I just want to
let's
reiterate.
start.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
let's start
was
there.
thank you guys for who came through and stayed with us the whole time. Glad to be a part of your little pregame, pre-album party.
Oh
But
yeah.
hey, there it is. But yeah, man, that was such a fun night. Like hanging out with you guys for like 3 hours, and then watching the Amazon or Twitch stream, and then jamming out to the album the rest of the night. It was a good day. But
Oh
yeah,
my
if you
God.
guys are here from that stream, say hello, subscribe and chat with us. Be a part of the Our Thoughts fam. But yeah, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, man, that stream was some of the most fun I've had in a while.
Yes,
The definitely the best stream we've had, and that whole night was just incredible, man. I'm so glad that yeah, we again, like Matt said, we were able to be part of your night, waiting for the dawn, and I know you guys are definitely a big part of my night, that night. So I'm gonna remember you guys for sure. Thank you all for coming
for
through,
sure. Little
and
Shrek, thank you, thank you. What's up, fellas?
yeah.
What is up, little Shrek? The dawn is here, and man, I don't know about you, or I don't know about all of y'all. I have not been able to listen to another album since this album came out.
Man, tell me about it. I've been obsessed with that thing, blasting that thing frontwards, backwards.
Up and down. It's so easy.
Beautiful.
It's like one.
The
It's
easiest
basically
listen.
one song, one long song to me.
Really, yeah, for real. Like when you like I'll start sometimes I'm just craving a song like oh like Out of Time, for example, is like a song is like
Yes,
that's
love
been
that.
stuck in my head over and over, and I'll just start it up and I'll start playing, and then all of a sudden like Here We Go Again plays. And so I'm like, all right, I can't cut it off now.
Right. Might as well just
And
finish.
then yeah, and then Starry Eyes, is there someone else? And then all of a sudden I'm back at the top
Yeah,
with Dawn
yeah.
FM, and it's as if it didn't even like register that it's like I'm starting it
Exactly.
over. Like it's just on a loop, and man, he really did something there, man. I'm so happy with
Yeah.
that. But yeah, real quick, let's go ahead and we have you guys have been bugging us. No, not bugging us. You guys have been asking us. So let's go ahead and just put it to bed, and I'm sure we're going to be bringing this up throughout the stream. But our analysis, our review video, we're definitely doing it.
It's in the works, y'all. It's in the works.
It's in the works. We will be recording it literally tomorrow,
Yeah.
tomorrow night. So we got our notes, we got our Google Doc ready, and yeah, this is kind of just a chance for us to talk to you guys about your reactions to the video. Because once the reviews and the analysis comes out, we're just gonna be reading your comments, but we want to actually talk to you guys and listen, respond, all
Right.
that fun stuff. So
Yeah, yeah. So if you
this
guys
is what
have
this is
any
for.
yeah, if you guys have any theories, or if you've been, kind of diving deep before us, let us know. Comment it in the chat, and maybe that'll spark something that we'll talk about in the actual analysis video. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know y'all have been waiting. People have been DMing us like, I'm so confused. Like, there's all these little
Yeah.
hints. Like, I feel like he's giving us so many, little Easter eggs. But we're here. We'll piece it all together for y'all. But I'm so excited. I'm more excited to do this deep dive than I was to do the original After Hours cinematic video. I mean,
Wow.
mainly because we didn't really know what it was gonna be. But
Yeah,
now
that's
that we
true.
have, yeah, now that we have After Hours and then the Dawn, I feel like so many conclusions can be made. Like I'm already, my brain's already working. So don't
Yeah.
worry, y'all. We have the theories going, and we're working on that.
Yeah, I actually went back and watched that After Hours video just to see what the hype is all about. What you guys keep bugging us about. Like this After Hours video is so good. Whatever. I
I know,
have to check it out.
keep bringing it up.
Yeah, I finally checked it out because I was able to like I kind of forgot it finally for the first time in a
Yeah.
while. And yeah, wow, man, I'm really proud of that video. And I'm really excited to try to one up it, hopefully, or at least make something that's a companion piece to it, since it seems like Dawn
Yes.
FM is kind of a nice little follow up. So yeah,
Exactly.
excited to get this video out to you guys. We haven't even started anything about it, but you know we'll see in a week how we'll be feeling.
Right.
So let's see. But I don't know, where should we start?
Should we start with? I think we should just jump into our reactions first. I think that's what the
Okay.
people the people want. I know y'all have been dying to discuss the Dawn.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so all right, let me. I just want to get y'all like first reactions from not exactly the album yet, but the release streaming performance that Abel did. Like this was the reveal of the old man. I guess this was the first time he was kind of live performing as this guy, kind of the DJ of this party. What did you, and also the chat, anyone else, what did you guys think of this as the kind of like our first look into the Dawn?
Yeah, man. So first of all, we kind of called it out last stream in case you weren't there. Like we kind of saw the hands and we were like, that doesn't look like a young man's hands.
Right.
So sure enough, he pops into the stream and it was really fun. It was really cool that he was able to. I like that it was just like basically a listening party, and he was able to just kind of dance like no one was watching, but
Yeah.
literally everyone's watching around him. It was such a cool scene. It reminded me of the Uncut Gems club scene that we
Yeah.
keep referencing. So really cool. I really liked it. The uh, like just like how he was able to commit. This is something that we've both talked about that we really liked. How he's able to commit to this aesthetic, no matter what it is, whether it's AMAs, well, not the Grammys, or like the listening party for the announcement of his album or the
Right.
drop of his album. It was just really cool, and seeing him feel the music that he's been holding on to for the last year was so. You could tell it was cathartic for him and very therapeutic. Like on one moment that sticks out to me is Less Than Zero, on that last bit where he's like just like he hits his hand on the table or whatever, and he's just like on the verge of tears. Like, man, I was right there with him.
Yeah.
And it was just really, really cool to see him listen to his own music, you
Mhm.
know? Yeah, what did you think? What was the atmosphere in which you were listening it on?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
all that stuff. Give me all the fun stuff, man.
Yeah. Well, I brought it up on the TV because I wanted it to just be like the main thing in the room. Let me just like
Yeah.
see what I'll just like be dancing with the party.
Oh yeah.
But no, it was really cool. I was definitely surprised. I was like, damn, okay, so this is a live performance. I thought it was going to be a little, I think one of my theories was like, oh, what if it's more of an audio thing and he's like a radio host, kind of like
Mm.
Memento Mori. But no, it
Yeah.
was like a full on concert. You had everyone in the crowd. I think everyone even had like the masks on too, like from the Take My Breath music video. I saw some people
Oh,
who had like the oxygen mask and stuff like that. So
damn.
little Easter eggs here and there that kind of like tie in the whole universe. But it was dope. I felt like I was. I think you tweeted or someone tweeted where you just felt like a performance art piece almost.
Mm.
And I definitely felt that where it was like this is definitely supposed to be more than just an album release. This is like part of our first like chapter into whatever the Dawn storyline is, which we'll get into eventually. But yeah, no, I
Oh yeah.
think the visuals were dope. I felt like we were right back in that crazy punk party that he was in the Take My Breath music video. So it all definitely tied together.
Set the
Um,
tone for sure. And also now
yeah,
they're using it as like the lyric videos, which is super dope.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
love that I'm able to watch that back now and I don't have
Hmm.
to, watch on like some shitty screen rip or
Some
something
rip,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So super dope. A really cool idea. It's just one of those things that when you look back on it, you're like, yeah, of course, like that's pretty cool. But
Mhm.
you know, artists don't usually do that. So I'm glad that he was able to even make the album drop its own experience too. So yeah, here I'm looking at some of the chats here. But yeah, it was an amazing way to begin the story. I feel like it may result in a big transition later on when
Yes.
he gets with his performances. That's another thing is I
Yeah.
can't wait for some of these live performances. He's never gonna that tour might legit have to be 3 hours.
Bruh, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's like a whole other show. It's just him DJing. Like, that could just be the rest of the concert. Like, I don't know how he's gonna do that.
Oh my God, it's gonna be. He might not have any opening acts because just because of
No.
like how many songs he has to perform. Hey, Felipe, thank you for
Thank you, thank you.
subscribing. Pretty cool. But uh, between all these songs on these last two albums that he has yet to perform on a tour, and then obviously we have all the throwback stuff, Kissland.
Yeah.
He said, I remember for the After Hours tour that he wanted to perform more Kissland songs. That's not happening.
I don't know if he
Or
even has time. Yeah, like there's so I mean, I made a playlist with After Hours and Dawn back to back, and I'm
oh my
like, this
God.
is the whole show right here. You know, like
Yeah.
this is 2 hours.
Oh my God, man. He might not have enough time for like Wicked Games anymore. Rolling Stone, like
No.
he's there's no chance he performs those songs just because of how much there is. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
So yeah, let's go ahead and get into our reactions
definitely.
of the album. So it it starts off with like Don FM is I think it's kind of what we expected is like this interlude. I guess starting off, were there any moments that caught you off guard? Because I'm kind of alluding towards Gasoline,
Yeah,
if I'm being
yeah.
honest with you. Uh,
Yes, Gasoline definitely caught me off guard.
yeah,
I was like, I was kind of, it was really confusing at first, if I'm being honest. I was just like, what
yeah,
is this
totally.
sound? Like, what did he do to his voice? And I was literally like saying, like, oh, watch, or you were saying, like, oh, watch him do some old man voice or something, like,
Oh man.
and like, I was like, is this the old man voice? Like, is this the Grandpa Abel, like, coming through
Little
or
Abel.
something?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Someone said Sugar Daddy Abel or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, okay, that was crazy. It felt very dystopian, which I liked. And I think that it was an interesting kickstart into the album because you're like, okay, so now this is totally something so far removed than After Hours completely. Like he's never, or anything honestly, like he's never done stuff like this with his voice before.
Yeah.
I will say. Actually, I'll save that thought for after. I feel like it's more of an encompassing thing, but no.
Okay.
Yeah, Gasoline definitely threw me off. I think other things that threw me off were probably the definitely not threw me off, but surprised me were the transitions in between
Mm.
each of the songs. Thing that I'm thinking, what is it? From Gasoline, and then it goes. Oh my God, it's literally all one song.
How do
but-
I make you love me?
Yeah, into like Take My Breath or like
Holy-
the Take My Breath transition definitely threw me off. I was like okay, like song's winding down. I'm like, wait a minute, this sounds familiar. And then like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guitar
that
kicks in. I'm like, oh,
dun, dun,
yeah,
that sounded like how he does in the live performances, how he likes to like mash songs up.
yeah,
Like he'll do like the Drunken Love remix into Often, into whatever. Yeah, that was insane. That felt like a live performance. My first time
Crazy.
listening to that, I legit like screamed, got up off my chair, like I was like dabbing up my brother and my sister. I was like, yo, this is gonna be so. And the extended version as well.
yes, very happy that he used that. I
The
honestly,
only version.
yeah, the only version I've listened to, honestly. But I
Yeah.
was really surprised because when I heard the transitions, I was like, oh, this might be just he might be actually DJing, and like I thought he was like really like blending it live, and like, oh, this might not be what the album
Oh.
sounds like, but it does. So I'm like, okay, this is super
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, no, I'm really glad he used the extended version.
That's another thought I.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just gonna say that's another thought I had while I was listening to it. What's up, Curry? And also I saw Miracle. What's up? What's up? I was like, for the whole time I was listening to that live experience, that live stream, I was like, wow, this is gonna live in my phone and my computer like forever.
Yeah.
Like this album, the way it's how amazing it sounds right now is gonna be like I'm gonna be able to listen to it in like 20 years. That's
Yeah.
insane to me.
Yeah.
That's just a thought I had. But yeah, if we're talking transitions, we obviously have to talk about from what was it? What's the song before Is There Someone Else? Is
Before,
it
is there someone
Best
else?
Friends? Best
Best
Friends?
friends, yeah.
Best Friend into Is There Someone Else into Starry Eyes is such a
Yeah,
top tier
that's great.
like stretch of songs right there. Like it really doesn't feel like, I mean, the whole album doesn't feel like an album. It feels like one long song, like
It's
you're
like
saying.
a whole experience, basically.
Yeah, it's so cohesive, and which is a is a critique I want to talk about. And we're gonna have a whole section talking about critiques in a second. So, but yeah, man. What are some? Do you have any other moments that maybe surprised you on the first listen?
Yeah,
I'll read that here for anyone
I
else's.
think
So.
definitely the Every Angel is Terrifying track was definitely interesting. I remember when we were talking about the
Mm.
track list, I was like, "Oh, that's going to be a dope track." And it was more of a transitional
Intense,
point.
sexy,
Yeah, yeah. It
graphic.
was just
Yeah.
like straight up like an ad or
Beautiful.
something, like which was super cool. And
Yeah.
this is really the most Abel's ever like talked on an album. Like used his voice not
Hmm.
other than singing, which was cool, and I really liked that. I felt like there was a lot of narration throughout it, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Um, but I love the transition from Every Angel is Terrifying into Don't Break My Heart, which is like whenever that pop, like when the beat drops and it finally transitions, like I always get
Oh my
chills
God.
every time. So I'm like, oh damn, like so that was really cool, and just kind of like the little tidbits he puts in throughout the whole thing was really interesting, and how much he's talking throughout it and giving us hints throughout it. Not gonna say exactly what, but he is straight up talking to us at giving telling
Hmm.
us what to think, like what's up next and stuff like that. Was definitely something that stood out and I didn't expect, which was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, I saw a comment on here. It was saying, yeah, first hearing it, I was like, is this really Abel? Never heard him sing like that. It was unrecognizable at first,
Yeah,
like with gasoline and all that. I'm in general, one thing I'm going to talk about in our review is all the different voices he puts on
yeah,
throughout this album, and I really love it. I think it, uh, because obviously, I love every single album he's done, but I've heard that critique of like he kind of has that same sleepy voice, in all of his songs. But I take it as like it's this haunting kind of thing, this aesthetic. But
mm,
I love that he chose this album to kind of break that aesthetic and to kind of put on like to have like more charisma in his voices and to
yeah,
put on play more characters because he kind of introduced that concept in After Hours, and with Blinding Lights being his most charismatic song up to this point. you know uh then we get Don FM, which is just that, but like the entire album,
yeah, yeah. It
which
was
I
almost
really
like
love.
he took on different like accents almost. He was like paying homage to all these like European house and stuff like that, and he had these like
Yeah,
weird vocal things he would do. So which was really fun, and I felt like Don like or just the album itself kind of catered to him to be able to do that. Whereas with After Hours, I
yeah,
felt like that's such a concise, like very precise project that had this really specific sound. Whereas Don, I
yeah,
felt like he could go anywhere. And
right.
so that led him, yeah, like he's able to experiment more with his voice, which I hope he does more in the future.
Oh man, dude, that would be cool. And we will answer that question of After Hours or um After Hours or Don FM in the review. We
Yes.
I want to have a little section on the for that because I know you guys will be bugging us about it. But let's see what else. What else can we talk about? Let's see. Is there okay, features. Features.
Mm,
We obviously had a couple features other than more than After Hours at zero. We had Jim Carrey, we had Tyler the Creator, we had Lil Wayne, Quincy Jones.
yes.
What was your obviously one of Tricks Point Never. What was your guys' reaction in the chat? Let us know. And Matt, what was yours?
Yeah, I think I really like the Tyler the Creator feature. I felt like it worked really well, especially on that track. And I mean that track
Low key
alone.
felt more like a Tyler record. Am
Yeah,
I right?
yeah, I
Like it
felt
felt
like
more like Flower Boy ish
hmm
kind of thing.
yeah, I definitely I like how it was all just spacey. Like there were no drums or anything. It was all kind of a transitional, kind of a sweet moment that we get to enjoy for a second throughout the whole thing. And it was really cool that Tyler was a part of that.
Hmm.
I felt like I was really, really curious how he was going to somehow fit Tyler's voice and his sound. I mean, it's so distinct into
Hmm.
the Dawn, and I felt like it worked. And especially with the Weeknd, he's throughout that whole um, track. I mean, he's doing his like sing rap, right in that fine line of like, being able to have a flow, but then also be singing at the same time. So it all kind of meshed together really well. And I feel like
Hmm.
Tyler definitely came with like straight up. I mean, like the Kanye bars, honestly, like the repeated
Yeah,
lines and like the
that
way
felt
his cadence.
so like
Yeah.
reminded me of Gold Digger. The
Oh yeah.
she won't prenup, she won't
Oh yeah, yeah,
prenup.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So definitely a big Kanye influence there, but it worked. It definitely worked. And I felt like they, I felt like they made it work. I wish they kind of played off each other more. I know that we were waiting, or you were like, oh, I would love to see like the Weeknd and Tyler go back and forth or something on a track.
Hmm.
And it was more of like a guest appearance, and then the Weeknd kind of closed the song out. Um, but either way, I thought it worked well. The Lil Wayne feature, I thought was okay, to be honest. I
Yeah.
felt like his energy was a little bit different than the track itself, the Heard You Were Married. And I also thought like the bars were a
Yeah, he
little,
sounded like he was
yeah,
again, he sounds like he was like laying back in the studio. Meanwhile, the
yeah.
beat was so energetic, and the Weeknd himself was super
Mhm.
energetic. Yeah, that part, yeah, that it was a little jarring for me too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Lil Wayne has some great uh, features. Like, has been doing amazing features for the past 2 years. And I will say, I
Mhm.
felt like his voice sounded really good. I just wish he came out a little differently. So that was the only kind of caveat I had with the features. But what was interesting was, I mean, the Jim Carrey like little poem at the end, the apocalyptic poem, and then
Mm.
the small like short story by Quincy Jones. Like, very interesting choices to have. Like that Quincy Jones track is a very dark moment on the whole thing that I'm still trying to connect to the overarching themes of the album. But yeah, what did you think of that? Like that we were waiting for this addition of like Quincy Jones being on the album. Like what did you think of his track?
Yeah, I'm really happy you brought that up. I have a lot of notes on that song. There's a lot to uncover. I think there's I think we were all expecting we weren't expecting these tales by whoever, tale
Mm-hmm.
by Quincy to be so relevant. Like I don't know, we always talk about the Weekend. It's like he crafts these stories, but we weren't expecting it to be this, you know, blatant and like so in your face about, this idea of that his motherhood or lack of a maternal figure kind of
Mm-hmm.
led into his life and how that parallels with Abel, if you know his story. And I'll kind of recap that
Yeah.
in the deep dive we got coming up. But yeah, I thought it was a really cool way to bring in to not only just have like Quincy Jones come in, Michael Jackson's like, producer, to come in and talk for a bit, but to have it actually be super relevant to the story and
Mm-hmm.
to kind of slow down the album after, Take My Breath, Sacrifice, Gasoline, to kind of have him be the person that says like, yo, calm down a bit. Like, let me tell you it's like that OG in the gym, in the sauna, that's like, shirtless with a towel around his waist, and he's just like, hey, young blood, let me
Yeah.
let me teach you tell you about
Something about
some of
life.
these things.
Yeah.
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 And so I really enjoyed it. It's something that I genuinely, it's one of the few interludes that I like listen to. Like when
Yeah.
I go back and listen to like Out of Time, I might start at Tale by Quincy Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, yeah, same. I think it was really personal, and the way Quincy talks is very, he's a very he always captures my attention. And I see a lot of your guys' theories in the chat of how the his little monologue and the overarching themes and how it's connected to the Weekend story as well. Like definitely both of them have some serious traumas in their past that always rear their heads in their everyday life, which is kind of what the Weekend has been talking about for a while. But specifically in this album, he always says like I forget which song it is, but he's like, I have so much trauma in my life, and you know how it affects him. So definitely can see the connection there. But yeah, no, I thought it was a very heartfelt and gave the album another dimension, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because up to that point, it was kind of falling into the first listen, at least it was kind of falling into a period of like, these are party records, these are dance
Yeah,
records, like I
yeah,
said. And then all of a sudden, Tale by Quincy kind of kicks off, like you said, another dimension that kind of makes it that make gives it more makes it familiar to us as,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. We get the ballads and stuff that we always love after that.
Yeah, yeah. So I really enjoyed that for sure. And then yeah, I enjoyed Jim Carrey's presence
Mm-hmm.
on there. And yeah, also that really cool, who was it? Which Safdie brother? Is it Benny Safdie who cameos on Every Angel is Terrifying? He's like, Arthur Fleming
Oh,
says, like, I can't take my eyes off the screen.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I man, I crack up whenever I listen to Every Angel is Terrifying. Like, it's legit hilarious if you're listening to it and
Yeah,
not
yeah.
expecting like an actual song. It's really funny. That's What else can we talk about? Transitions, obviously, incredible. Let us know what you guys think. Ooh, what's your guys' rankings of all the songs? Ooh, I don't know if we have
Oh my
I don't know
god.
if I'm able to do that, just because like right now all the songs are so fresh in my head,
Yeah.
and I love all of them equally, like children. Whew, I don't even know.
Okay, should we address the some of the critiques, or at least some of the divisiveness of this album?
Let's um let's do it. So
Okay.
let's start off. We'll save the trilogy one
Okay.
in the for the last one. But let's start off with the critique that it's they use the same five beats over and over again.
Mm.
What's up, Rexoraptor? Thanks for subscribing. If you guys don't know, there's like a Twitter post where they like skimmed through like the first. It was like Sacrifice and To Take My Breath and all that. That stretch of songs, and they're like, oh, did the producer just copy and paste or whatever? What do you have to say to that?
Yeah, I was. It's funny. A key word that you said is they literally did like skim through the whole thing, and so
Yeah.
obviously a lot of people were like, kind of, there was a lot of backlash to that post because they're like, well, did you actually listen to it? Because you're literally just skipping through the whole thing.
Appropriately
Um,
so. Yeah.
right, right. But I feel like it's been interesting because there are some fans I know who have felt like ever since he's gone a little bit more pop, a little bit more commercial, that all his stuff, it just sounds the same and stuff like that. Like I don't, which I mean, if you're gonna listen to it, skim through it like that person did, then yeah, sure. If you can do that to anyone, it's all gonna sound the same. But what I think is
Yeah.
why people start saying that for this album is because I think this is the Weeknd's most concentrated and executed concept album. I'm putting this up next to Kissland as well. I felt like both of them have a full realized concept that he went into the album like from several fronts, whether that was from the production, the lyrics, his vocal performances, the features, all of that was very specific and curated. And so I
Yeah.
don't think it's like the same, but I would say, yeah, I was about to say that. Who said that? Nino. Cohesive is the word.
Nino.
Yeah, the whole thing
Nina.
is cohesive, and it's like a whole soundscape that bleeds into one and bleeds into the next. So I felt like it's purposeful, that it all feels like it's part of the same universe. Same with After Hours, like all of those songs sound similar in that they have that 80s, but also kind of that R&B and hip hop mix, where this is just pure 80s dance hall pop, on the other spectrum. So I don't really agree with people who think it's all the same, because clearly they haven't listened to the album. A lot of the songs are very different. Clearly, I mean, compare
Yeah.
Gasoline to like Out of Time. Like, you telling me those are two of the same songs?
Right. Yeah. Gasoline to even like Take My Breath. Those are
Yeah.
dance songs, but they give a whole different feel, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Gasoline feels more, you know, melancholic, whereas and like vibey and spacey, whereas like Take My Breath or Sacrifice, they're just like hard hitting, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've been loving, by the way, side note from this, I've been really loving. I went back and read those like Vogue or Variety magazine interviews where from about like, oh, in anticipation of the dawn, like remember that guy he like interviewed the Weeknd about, oh, the Weeknd versus Abel, and he said that he listened to the Dawn and said like, oh, these are like dance records that you've never heard before
Yeah.
and all that stuff, music to like fall in love to and have the time of your life with. uh you damn, he described it perfectly, man.
Right.
This album's incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to that point. I like what Curry says here, that, you know, Abel was using synth music and 80s synth, you know, style that, you know, have the same instruments. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously like it's gonna have like a similar feel to it. And I think that it's kind of like this is all kind of like a point about how this is going to sound like a super pretentious point, but I think it's true in this case, that today's like listening like to the albums that come out nowadays like are all very, you know, for the streams, for the like very mixtape style, where it's like, let me just show you everything that I can do.
Yeah.
You know, you think about like, no hate on these albums, like it's there's nothing inherently bad about this. Like for example, Donda, you know,
Right.
is like splashes of painting different areas, just showcasing all the different things you can do. Same with Certified Lover Boy. Same with like Tyler the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that one's a little bit more cohesive,
Yeah.
but and then you get an album that is very much its own experience. You know, think of it like a movie where if you see something recurring over and
Right.
over again, it's for a reason. So when you see these motifs that keep coming up,
It's not
people
on
tend to think
accident.
of it as like, yeah, exactly. It's not like he just fucked up and was and was like, you know what, I really like that sound, let's do it again, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
No, so I think that is just kind of a commentary on just like how weird the discourse has been on music, you know,
Yeah.
and how uh I don't want to say that, like there are certain artists that don't, there are artists that do this for a reason, but it's gotten a little bit lazy and we've gotten okay with it and gotten comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm glad that Abel was kind of starting that conversation and we're able to have, you know, I was texting you that this album is going to change mainstream music, like
Yeah.
album making
Yeah.
forever, or not change it, but bring
Bring it
back
back.
like
Yeah.
the artfulness of album making.
Yeah, I
We've been
agree.
missing sequencing for so long.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've seen a lot of comments about saying how Abel doesn't really care about streams, at least with this project. I mean,
Yes.
he did that with After Hours. He doesn't need any more. If he didn't have to, he doesn't need any more number one spots. But of course, Dawn, it's number one right now, or it's flooded the charts anyway.
Yeah.
But I think, like you said, like he's bringing back the experience of an album. And obviously he brought that with After Hours, which is why people were so obsessed with it. Why we were able to make so many videos on it is because it was such a hands-on experience. Whereas now
Oh
he's
yeah.
like, all right, I've established I'm one of the best musicians in the game right now. Now let me do something that's different, that I know is not as commercial, that's not as marketable as, I don't think he
Mhm.
could do a I mean, he could. It would be cool, but I don't think he could do like a Dawn Super Bowl performance. It would just be like a big DJ set. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's just trying to go back to what he loves, and that's just making these worlds. And he's been doing that his whole career, and I feel like he's had the time where and the budget now where he can like go fully into it, because clearly he is. I mean, we got the album, and then we got a music video, and then we got another music video, and then another
Oh
one
my
that same
God.
day. And like, I'm like, damn, this guy, he just knows, like, this is what we're doing. We're dropping all this, y'all are coming along for the ride with me. So he doesn't care. He had that tweet about not caring about album sales and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or about physical copies. He's like, I don't care. Made a quarter bill on an off year, whatever the line was. So clearly he doesn't care, and he only cares about the music, which is why I think is the Dawn is just like, I can't stop listening to it, because I just want to plug back into that world again. So
Oh man.
yeah, I feel like he's way beyond that, and I hope people learn that there are still is there still is an audience for that. You know, like you said, I hope people learn that, or this kind of changes the industry back into the album sequencing. That's what I loved. You know, I feel like we haven't done that or praised that art since like 2016, honestly. You know, looking at, like
Mhm.
you said, Donda, Certified Lover Boy, all like the past few
Like
young
all the
Thug
big
projects.
mainstream albums,
Yeah, yeah. They just
Young Thug,
pad,
yeah,
yeah, or
yeah,
Migos or something like that. They just pad, 20, 25 tracks, deluxe, just to get more
yeah,
streams. And it just kind of
yeah.
oversaturates. Whereas the Dawn, complete opposite. So I'm glad we're going back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something that I've been really craving for from these last from a lot of the albums from 2021. I was like, why is something like why do I feel like something's missing, or why am I not getting what I necessarily want? And I think it is because of that. Is because like I've just been feeling a lot of filler, or like there's a lot of songs that I've had to explain away as like, oh, it's for the streams or whatever.
Mm.
And it's really nice to have an artist that doesn't do that. That I don't have to say like, okay, I get it. This is for the stream.
Hmm.
So I really appreciate that. Let's see. Another critique that we kind of basically touched on was like, oh, it's all just techno sounds. I think that's very reductive of it. I think that if you listen very closely, there's EDM elements, there's R&B, classic R&B, there's soul in there, obviously. Uh, if you listen very closely, there's country. No, I'm just joking. Uh, but yeah, I think that this was just it's just kind of people, you know, similar to what we were saying about the Silk Sonic album,
Hmm.
or is just someone looking to take bits away and trying to think of talking points of like, this is like basically what the album is, so I'm gonna take away points for that reason. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything else you want to add to just like it's just all just techno, 80s sounds again?
No, because I feel like I mean, yeah, it's like, but I feel like it's also paying homage to it, paying homage to the, who made techno or 80s techno, become so popular in the 80s, and he also has such a
Yeah,
modern, like, a modern twist to it, completely made it his own, and I feel like that has finally kind of brought the Weeknd up another peg, where he's like, look, I can be fully immersed in this world, similar to, like you said, Silk Sonic. They're fully immersed in that 70s sound. It's not like it hasn't been done before, obviously, that it was the 70s, but it's like they've created their own version of it, which is really cool. So yeah, I
yeah.
think that's my only thing. I feel like that critique is not valid.
Yeah, and now artists get to, or not artists, but listeners get to go back. Some again, similar to Silk Sonic, they get to go back and listen to, the influences
Hmm.
of on this album, and like appreciate it. They weren't able to, if they weren't able to get their flowers, back when they were making music. Now they're gonna get it now that the Weeknd kind of brought them as, or like takes influence from them. So that's another cool thing I like about this era of like we're bringing old sounds back.
Yeah.
Very excited to see when we get some 90s R&B type music, some Boys to Men
Yeah.
vibes, that'll be really cool. Backstreet Boys.
There's
um
people. There's people on that wave.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. I can't wait for it to be the wave though.
Oh,
That's gonna
true,
be
true,
fun.
true, true. We're in the
uh
80s right
oh my
now.
god, they're gonna be in their boy band era. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Let's see. We have, okay, let's get to it.
Okay.
Let's get to the trilogy truthers, as you
Yes.
called them, and I think I'm gonna roll with that. So there is a pretty big division of Weekend fans that are trashing on this album, or just not liking this album because, again, it's that same criticism of like, oh, I wish you'd go back to his old sound. He's just not
Mm-hmm.
the same anymore. It doesn't hit the same. We lost him or whatever. And I think that was there for After Hours, but I think it was very apparent for this, or more potent, or more,
Mm-hmm.
it was said a lot more in this album, just because he's doubling down on it, triple down on it,
Yeah.
quadruple down on it, to be honest with you. And he also like, it's just, it's the second time he's done this. So what do you have to say to just like any people that are kind of wanting him to go back to that old sound?
Yeah. I see a lot of discourse on this on Twitter and stuff like that, or I guess mainly Twitter is where a lot of those trilogy truthers lie. It's interesting
Yeah.
because it's either like people who were obsessed with Trilogy in which he goes back to that, or it's people who are obsessed with Starboy in which he goes back to R&B and like his rap or like his trap, sound and stuff like that.
Mm.
But I mean, if you look back at all of the Weeknd's discography, it kind of makes sense how he ended up here. Like you can see a natural progression through all of his albums. I feel like, I think the one outlier is probably Kissland. I felt that's why I feel like that album was very slept on and was very
Yeah.
very ahead of its time, especially looking at the Dawn and how similar those two projects are.
Yeah, he
Um,
said that that Kissland taught him how to make this album, which
yeah,
it makes so much sense
yeah.
when you put them next to each other.
Definitely. But I mean, he was just his sound was just building to get to this point, and I feel like, After Hours, I thought was like, oh my god, this is the peak. This is the peak Weekend. Like he can't, like what can he do more? And he did, and like you said, he triple, quadrupled down on it and created something completely different than we'd ever
Yeah.
heard before. So I feel like that is just who the Weeknd is. He's always reinventing himself. That's his whole mo, is shedding his past self, creating a new one, and with that evolving his sound. So Trilogy still exists. If you like Trilogy, go back. It's on streaming. You can listen to them individually or as one long album. It still exists. I think Tyler had some sort of a tweet where he's like, I don't understand. We're like, oh, bring this back. Like, where's the old Tyler, or where's the old Weekend? Like, they're still there. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like he took it off Spotify. Like,
They're in your phone
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Go check them out.
Look up Trilogy on Spotify, and that's
Great album.
yeah, that's where you can find it. But I mean, right now, I feel like I couldn't even. I mean, of course, a Trilogy will always be Trilogy and is a classic, but I probably
Oh yeah.
can't even go. It would be crazy for me to go back to Trilogy because I think just his quality of like music has exceeded it, tenfold to where I'm
Mm.
like, it's just objectively better music, in the way that was produced, like his voice and stuff like that. So I prefer what he's doing now. But if I want
Yeah.
to do a nice little throwback, or if I'm feeling really in my feels, then I'll put on some Trilogy. But Trilogy's not going anywhere. It's right there if you need it. And yeah, I mean, I enjoy all of his music. So sucks if you only like one album.
I know. Yeah, it's so I don't know. It's so reductive. It's so lame. I think that, and also like everyone is making, like you said on what song is that on Starboy where he goes like everyone's on what he used to do. Everyone's on his old shit. Like
Yeah.
everyone's finally getting on the wave he was 5 years ago,
Right.
and now we're here, and he's still reinventing not only R&B, but he's reinventing like music, like the
Yeah.
entire mainstream music umbrella.
Hmm.
Like everyone is doing like Stay by Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber is a Blinding Lights ripoff, if we're being honest. Tory Lanez, I
Oh
saw
my
someone
god,
mention
yeah.
here earlier.
He made a whole
You,
album.
do you think he would have done that album if After Hours didn't exist? No.
No, absolutely not.
Like there's
Absolutely
just
not.
some. Yeah, the only other artist that we are willing to give a pass to is Dua Lipa. It seemed like she was already on that wave at the same time. It was just kind of like parallel thinking. But yeah, no, like everyone is doing. If you want to go check out Brent Faiyaz. Go
Yeah.
check out Summer Walker. Go check out some of these other artists that are doing the music that you want.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, The Weeknd is like, as someone said here, is he's the way he's able to reinvent himself every
Mhm.
year, every time we see him, every other album that we get is incredible. I think that it's going to result in his music aging incredibly.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing I want to talk about is our is you and I, Matt and I are going to be at the forefront of this of the Weekend propaganda for the greatest artist of he's going to be in that greatest artist of all time conversation, and
Right.
and I want we're kind of building up our talking points, and the Weekend is doing a great job
Yeah.
of kind of
He's making it
giving
easy.
us yeah, man, because if you think about it, the quality is there, obviously. Even from his first mixtape with House of Balloons
Mhm.
is better than a lot of people's magnum opus.
Right.
We have longevity. He's 7 albums in, and he's still giving us these high concept albums.
Mhm.
We have influence. he people are, like I just said, Trilogy influenced R&B and made it very dark and candid
Yeah.
and atmospheric, and now we have him influencing pop
Yeah.
and bringing back 80s synth wave and all the stuff that brings. I mean, interrupt me if you think of anything else, but I mean, yeah, like he's kind of getting up there, and like performance wise, we still need to see that, I think. But we've obviously seen like Super Bowl performances and how much he's able to give us an experience live. But if I think that's all going to change with like the After Hours Till Dawn tour. I think
Hmm.
that's going to be a really cool kind of like, oh shit, like he's giving us superstar moments. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, it's going to be really exciting to see where we land in like 10 years and see.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like his discography is already insane. Like, oh my goodness.
I know, and I feel like he just like turned a page into a whole other chapter or a whole other trilogy. Segue into
I love this guy. I love this guy so much.
Let's go.
So, speaking of Trilogy, thank you, Matt. So the Weeknd went on a nice little Twitter rant that, about what we were just talking about, Trilogy. You guys are who are obsessed with Trilogy and want me to keep making it. You guys are way behind. We're already in tomorrow, all that fun stuff. I really enjoyed that rant, by the way. It was very like therapeutic for me to see the Weeknd also having like similar pushback towards that. But then he caps that off by saying, I wonder, did you know you're experiencing a new trilogy?
Yes. Now this
Wow.
this changed like everything for me, because I was like, he's so far into the sound where I'm like, damn, like he's really just embodying this 80s synth pop, this kind of city pop influence aesthetic. And now when he said, I wonder, did you know you're experiencing another trilogy? I'm like, oh my god, like this was the whole plan. I'm like, I knew that like he had, like, I know this dude thinks 3, 4, 5 steps ahead, and I know that this whole I think it was just a variety of things. It's the sound, obviously, it's the production, the type of music that he's making now, and also the characters. We have after hours with that whole Joker, like Fear and Loathing type character that we followed for over what felt like, it was like 2 years pretty much. I mean, that dude, he like carried the pandemic, let's be honest. But he had this character, and now he's like getting into like prosthetics and stuff, and so he's like building and building, and then he drops the Dawn, a whole other universe, a whole other character. And I'm like, damn, like, is he just going to keep going down this rabbit hole? Because I knew that The Dawn is going to be a sequel or some sort of follow-up to After Hours. And, I mean, just look at the album covers back to back. They're pretty much just a before and after. And so I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I'm like, but then, in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, is he going to just start over, like a new story, a new character? But he's like, this is a new trilogy. I'm like, oh, my God. No, we're in the middle of the story, which made the whole album make sense. This kind of purgatory, this in-between state, it's not deciding where it's heaven or hell. And I'm like, oh my God, bro, that means we're going to get that answer in the final album of this trilogy. And I'm like, but this could be big. Like, I don't know how much you want me to go into this theory, but like, I know I see the comment, I see y'all chat.
You know what?
Everyone's saying Afterlife next. Okay.
Let's do it, because I don't think we're going to be able to get to it exactly as much as we'd like to in the deep dive, just because there's going to be so much we talk about with each song.
Right.
So let's talk about the Afterlife right here, right now.
Okay, sure. Okay, yeah. So where my mind went basically was, so how The Weeknd always kills off his older selves. That's like a very common theme, and like he literally does it in like the Tell Your Friends music video or Starboy music video or the Save Your Tear. In After Hours, he's always like finding himself, destroying himself, and then creating something new. And he did that most recently in the Gasoline music video, where he finds like his old version of himself and then beats him up in front of everyone. And so there's always this reinvention of himself and shedding a layer. But what I'm realizing is that this could be the ultimate, like, realized version of that. like this could be the death of the Weeknd, like the Weeknd, whether that's, I mean, this, he always is hinting towards like, is it the light? Is it the dark? Basically trying to answer this question of whether he goes to heaven or hell. The dawn is him looking back on the sins that he probably committed in after hours, and now he's deciding whether he's going to accept them and change the way he is and shed the whole title of the Weeknd, the whole idea, the whole MO of what the Weeknd stands for, into this new version of himself. Or is he just going to go down the path that everybody who has ever surrounded him wants him to go down, which is that pop star, stay within that life. You are still a star boy. You're still in the limelight. You're still in this lifestyle. Like, just stay toxic. That's what people always say. I miss Toxic Abel. Where's the Toxic Trilogy Abel? Like, we joked about it, but we're always just like, oh, they broke up. We about to get a banger of an album. Like dumb stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I think this could be him, like, shedding that whole persona in this big 3-part album, like, journey of, like, this self-discovery that he's bringing us on, to where I feel like at the end, whatever the afterlife or whatever the third album is to this trilogy could be like his monumental send-off of this of the title of the Weeknd, like, so I know I just spewed a lot. I've been sitting on that theory for a minute, but what do you think of that, chat? I see you going off. But yeah, what do you think of that?
So okay, so there are some tweets that he made recently that I want to bring up real quick before I say like my piece on that, because I love everything you just said, bro.
Let me bring them up for you.
So check out that Twitter rant rabbit hole from just last night, guys. This is like literally
breaking news.
He is feeding us like as we go on. I love it. So could you start from the, like, keep going into the quote tweets until we get to like the first, like the first one?
Here's the first one.
It's like, this is okay. So this is just the beginning, right? So cool little vague tweet of like, all right, like here we are. We're setting something up. And then as we go back to what he quotes it with, and the end, then the beginning, and then back to the end. So basically, if we're already starting to dissect it, it's the cycle that he kind of alluded to in After Hours. He said he has a line on Dawn FM, the very first song, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, on Gasoline, where he says like, around and round we go in life and all that stuff.
Yeah, and plus, like you said, how easy it is to run back the album, how you never know when it's the end, or it just, it just all bleeds into its whole thing. It's a whole cycle that keeps happening over and over.
Yes, yeah, there you go. And then follows that up, light is infinite, and then those two little hash marks really lead me to believe that it's supposed to be like two different choices, like light is infinite, dark is infinite. And he says, to quote it with it there, walk into or run away from both. So he is very much leading us to believe that there is a big choice to be made at some point in this trilogy, in this saga, this After Hours saga. I don't know what we're going to call it. But wow. Also, let us know if you have any cool names for this kind of like trilogy saga thing. If there's already been, let us know. But he's really setting up the fact that there's going to be some battle between the light and dark, and the Weeknd or us are going to have to make a choice. So it'd be really cool if this is just a thought. I'm please do not take this as like speculation. Don't put this as your expectation. But so imagine if like the last album is like somehow so well crafted that it's like Damn, kind of like, where
I was just about to say
like
that.
Coming towards the light.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Oh, that's so fucking cool. And then if you listen to it backwards, it's like you're kind of descending back into the darkness. So it's like choose your own adventure type thing. Just a thought. I was also I was like, this reminds me of Damn, because the whole theme and the whole the whole concept of Damn is like that duality. And he said that the listener can choose whether he dies or he lives, and I feel like
this is a question or a situation that was posed in the dawn. This whole like light and dark, whether you walk into it or run away. I feel like we are going to be the one to make that decision, depending on how we listen to
Yeah.
and consume his next album, whatever the third addition to this trilogy is. And so I feel like it's going, and that's just something he would do. He loves making it interactive. He loves giving us that experience. He loves giving autonomy to the listener. So I feel like that would
Yeah.
be like just the ultimate way to kind of choose. I feel like he's always had people try and influence his life and say what he should do, but he's like, all right, like fuck it, y'all decide. Do I die or do I
Mm.
live? I've given you all these choices. I've shown you all of my past. I showed you all my sins. As a person, as my fans, do I get to live or die? Do I go to heaven or Las Vegas? I guess is the question, bruh.
Oh
Genius,
my
in my opinion,
God.
bro.
I'm getting so fucking
Genius.
excited.
I mean, like, come
Oh
on, I
my God.
mean, y'all know our thoughts. We be pretty spot on with our theories. So
Yeah,
what do y'all think of
this is
that?
this is the ultimate theory that
Yeah,
I'm ready to hang my hat on, my daddy hat on. If this happens,
hang my daddy
uh,
hat. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. If this happens, then holy shit, like that would be the most insane, like culmination of things. Not only just this little trilogy that we've been getting,
yeah,
but his whole career.
yeah.
Like, do we get to choose whether or not this name of the weekend
Right,
dies or
right.
lives? And the way he makes it seem like he says like, do you want to walk into or want to run away from both? I don't know if the main centric uh battle is going to be like good versus evil. I think it's going to be like, what do you choose to acknowledge that there is good and evil, or do you just want to, are you just scared enough, and or do you just want to run away from all of it and
Yeah,
avoid all of it?
yeah,
Two things that he has dealt with this entire After Hours trilogy is like, he's said like, oh, I'm trying not to lose my faith, and then all of a sudden he goes on, in After Hours he kind of goes on like a drug
yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
rampage. So
Yeah, and
it's
I feel
a,
like it's always that battle within himself. It's like this
yeah,
persona he has to show us as the Weekend, or as the industry knows it, as the mainstream knows him to be. This very
yeah,
the toxic anthem, the very vulgar, very explicit. But it's because of his past traumas. He's a very like um hurt person inside, and so I feel like he wants to find that light. That's the whole dichotomy of the Dawn, is that like it's him striving to get there, but his past, the way he's kind of enacted and adopted this new persona of this,
still
basically.
kind of weighing him down.
Yeah, like the persona being the After Hours character, like that was him. He was just this monster who was always in the limelight. Like he was very much like adhering to whatever the mainstream wanted him, the mold they wanted him to fit and stuff like that. So it's just this balance that was always kind of, he's counteracting within himself, and I feel like the Dawn was like the first kind of peek into that. And so yeah, I feel like
Mhm.
this theory, someone said, I think, yeah, Lil Shrek said he's always referenced that he's potentially wanting to, he's referenced how he's potentially wanted to drop the name of the Weekend and just make music under Abel Tesfaye, or just Abel or something like that. And one thing
Yeah.
we know with the Weekend interviews is that they stand the test of time. We have cited the Beats One Zane Lowe interview for the past 20 years, and it still is it still is relevant. And so in that sense, in that sense, I mean, if this was the plan all along,
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, this is the way to do it.
Yeah, it's just right now, it is just vague enough, and like kind of it's just enough of a reach to where
Yeah,
we just might have seen like the crumbs of it,
yeah,
like the
yeah,
first couple steps of it. And then, obviously once we get through the Dawn era, and I'm glad, I want to take my time with it too. That's a big thing, is like,
yeah.
obviously he announced that we're getting a trilogy, so we're kind of already looking forward to it, but I do want to enjoy what we're getting with Dawn FM.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
uh
Definitely, yeah.
but yeah, that could very well be how we cap off this character of the Weekend that we met in House of Balloons,
Yeah,
and we followed for almost a decade, or a little bit more than a decade.
yeah,
and we're about to get a transition into Abel.
And
Wouldn't
that
that?
it would make sense too. Like maybe this is how he kickstarts his acting career or something. You know, like he's gonna come out as a as what's his name? I don't know the character name, but like in that HBO show and stuff. Like what if this is a whole transition? I don't know. These are I'm spitballing, but like it would make sense. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It would make sense.
Oh
We have the
man.
crumbs, like you said. We have the crumbs, but
Yeah.
that's neither here or there. I wanted to definitely put out that theory because I feel like that tweet, like I
Yeah.
said, changed everything, and that's what sent me into a whole other rabbit hole of theories. So crazy. Oh no, have we lost him? Cesco, can you hear me? Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
yep. Sorry.
Okay. Oh my God, he froze. No, you're good
I
now.
know. I know. Yeah. The light was taking me for a second there, guys.
Yeah.
So sorry.
He almost got sucked under.
Damn, bro. I wish need that. But what were you saying before before they almost took me? They almost got me, though.
They
That was
almost got him.
crazy.
Yeah. No, I was just saying that, like you said, we have the crumbs, and we're picking up on what could potentially be the situation 1, 2, 3 years down the road. So, never know.
Yeah. Wow. Also, I like what Enrique says here. Shout out to Lamar. I feel like he plays a big role within this plan. Yeah, they kind
Yeah.
of showcase that in the Super Bowl documentary. If you guys watched it, it's on Hulu. It's really great. It really takes you behind the scenes of that whole thing, and how stressful it is.
Right.
Um, or it was.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Lamar is like kind of he describes it as he is like the one that verbalizes whatever Abel has in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
So he, kind of helps communicate whatever Abel's ideas are to, the cinematographers, to the directors, to, lighting and audio engineers and all that. He helps with all that. So I think for sure we got to give Lamar his props. I've been really trying to get one of them on stream. I think that would just be so sick
Yo,
to get Lamar because I just have so many questions for him.
you think he would
And,
come on stream,
obviously,
like, and
I think he
talk?
would. I think honestly, even in like the comments would be sick. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would love to have him call in or something. I think
Yo.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes because I just feel like we're so close. I'm sure every fan feels like this, but I feel like we're so close to the weekend. Like we're
Yeah.
right there, and that I almost have to like stop myself sometimes from like tweeting him, and like tagging him
Yeah.
in our podcast tweets. So yeah, Hector, it's in on Hulu, I believe, right? It's called The Show,
Is it on Hulu?
the Super Bowl documentary.
I thought it was on like Showtime or something weird.
Mm,
I might be
right.
tripping.
Uh,
It's
I'll,
called
I'll look it up real quick. The Show,
The Show.
but yeah, no, that is like, man, I'm definitely gonna upload that little snippet we had there, just us freaking out about that theory as like
Yeah,
our
it's on
as a
Showtime,
little snippet.
but I do think there might be a rip
Showtime.
somewhere floating around. You didn't hear it from me though.
Yeah. Get a nice little free trial. Get a free trial and then
Yeah,
like literally end the free trial right after you start your account.
there you go.
That's what I do. So yeah. Curry says yeah, Showtime. So there you go. Um, oh, this is an interesting question here. So by Juan Carlos, thank you for asking. Anyone else find it difficult to listen to After Hours after listening to Dawn FM? Have you gone back and tried to listen to After Hours? Or are you in full like Dawn mode?
No, the other day, I think I said I made a playlist. If you guys want to link to it, I can also link to it. But it's a playlist I made called After Hours Till the Dawn or something like that. And it is
Yeah.
the full After Hours track list and then the Dawn right after. And honestly, it makes. I will. I can't say my opinion on either one yet. I'm going to save it for the review. But it makes After Hours.
Yes. Okay.
It makes After Hours make more sense to me. I feel like when you play them back to back, you're like, oh, like this is the full realized idea, you know. But okay, yeah. I'll put a link to the playlist for y'all. I know you guys like my Donda playlist a lot, so here I'll get the link real quick.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, actually, while we're plugging playlists, I was actually I'm in the process of like
There you
trying
go.
make like what the station of Dawn FM would be. Like I was trying to
Oh.
like add songs that like are along the same
Ooh.
vibe. So
Yeah.
it's very much a work in progress. I barely put any work on it. But if you guys want to follow along with us, um, here I'll it's literally just called 103.5 Dawn FM. I'll put it in the chat here.
I'm definitely gonna
And
listen to
yeah,
that.
go check out just like a bunch of playlists that we got for you guys.
There you go.
Yeah, check out our Spotify profiles, see what's up, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I personally haven't really given After Hours a listen, like a real listen. Like I've listened to a couple records that just, like when you get done playing an album, like it'll just like shuffle play a random song from that artist.
Mm.
Then like if a couple times it would play like Scared to Live or like In Your Eyes, and I'd be like, yeah, man, I remember this song. It's so cohesive to
Yeah.
Dawn FM. Wow, I really appreciate it. But I do want to go back to After Hours sometime this next week. So
It definitely
yeah.
sounds different, I will say. You can listen to, or you can play it off my playlist and go from one to the other, and then it's a whole other experience. That's like a whole. Yeah. It's like a whole. I'm like watching a whole movie in my head. Is basically what it felt like when I was listening to it.
Yeah, man, dude. Oh, I'm so excited. Nisco, yo, Lil Shrek is the fucking Dawn. I don't know what that. Oh, the dog. Okay. I did
I'm
not
like,
know what
you're
that
the
meant,
Dawn.
so I'm glad you clarified.
That's
Damn,
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Lil Shrek's been dropping little nuggets here and there.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I've been seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Appreciate you showing up.
Do you want to talk about the music videos now? Cause I got some shit to say about that too.
Oh shit, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. So we had a couple music videos that came out. One was for Sacrifice. That was the very first one. I think we literally got it the day after the album dropped.
Yeah.
Which was super insane, super fun. Wow. Like I just remember like we see him on Instagram live, vibing at the listening party, and all of a sudden we get a tweet. Guys, music video at dawn. I was like, by the way, real quick side note, real quick side note. I've been really loving the fact that he's dropping everything at dawn.
It really has been.
It's a nice way to wake up. It's a nice way to wake up and experience a new Abel music video. But yeah, so Sacrifice music video. What did we think about that one? And we'll talk about the remix in a bit. But yeah, the very first Sacrifice music video.
Yeah. Okay. I love this music video. First of all, if he had to give us like a freaking seizure warning for Take My Breath, this is probably like times 10 in my opinion. Like there are some sequences where I'm like, oh shit, like there's so much going on. But no, super dope. Love the energy. Love the use of the dancers. I felt like that was super creepy and like kind of post-apocalyptic-esque. Kind of like reminded me of Dune in a way. Like there's like the weird nuns or whatever in Dune. But I really loved the cinematography of it. Was crazy, like the lighting and like it was like you guys are saying, super trippy. I think Cesco just got sacrificed again to the dawn, but wait for him to come back. Anyway, are you good? Oh no, they took his voice.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Am
I aerial right now? Did I lose my voice?
No. I can hear you. Okay.
Perfect. As you can see, the light went out too and everything. So
damn.
I don't know what it is. It's beyond me. So sorry guys for fucking up the vibe.
They're attacking you.
I know what's going on here. But
anyway,
yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah. So like I said, cinematography, lighting was crazy. The dancers were really cool. Loved the. Again, there's a lot of images that I think the Weeknd posted, or he reposted a post that someone else made that was basically parallels to other music videos from After Hours and then in Sacrifice, and how they were pretty much direct comparisons, like just an alternate reality of After Hours, it seems like. But yeah, I loved the like I said, the use of the dancers, the crazy images where he's like on that turntable, he's like getting sacrificed and like and then his face starts like melting in these crazy ways, and his arms, like he turns into the old guy, you know, whatever it is, like whatever portal that he opened or like walked into,
Yeah.
was really cool. And there were a lot of parallels between music videos from After Hours and this one music video. In that I think there was like the dying lotus flower, the creepy face, the hands. You know, remember in I forget what music video. It might have been Heartless or Blinding Lights, where he's like reaching up and his hands are
Yeah.
like bubbling and stuff and crazy. So
Hmm.
yeah, lots of parallels, which I'm still trying to dissect into why he did that and what it could mean for the overarching theme.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of Sacrifice music video was when it's just him doing his little like shindig, and then like the lights are going crazy. It's like his little MJ
Oh.
move. Love that
Oh yeah,
part.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow, 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 wow. There's so many moments in these last couple of music videos he's made, spanning back from the like the Heartless music video, that I'm like,
Hmm.
man, I can't wait to see this on like, yeah, yeah, like in 30 years, 40 years, and be like, damn, man, like this is I was there
This
when I
that
saw it, and
this that
it
real
feels so.
music.
Yeah, what you know about this, man? Oh, I can't wait to be the old head. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be. What you know about this album, man? This is that deep cut. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Reviewed it on Our Thoughts pocket, but but I love yeah, it just feels very MTV. I think is
Yeah.
the idea that I'm getting, is that like I could see walking past like a TV store, like an electronics store, and just
Yeah.
seeing this playing on TV. And yeah, I think my favorite image, I think, is when we get to the bridge and he has like the Infinity Gauntlets on, and he's like
Yeah.
singing, and he has like a beam of light shooting up
So
towards him.
crazy.
Ah, so cool, so cool. And yeah, I'm really loving that we're getting these like little tidbits that are linking us back to After Hours, because it'll make so much sense once we get because I think that with it being the middle ground, there's going to be a lot
Hmm.
more confusion in terms of like where this lands, just because it's setting up pieces of where we're going to go, but it's maybe a little
Also,
different than where we thought we were going,
it's also calling
you know,
back at the same
from
time. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So and still trying to make its own experience. So there's a lot of like moments, I'm sure, where you're like, oh, this is not where I thought we
Hmm.
were going,
Hmm.
you know? But man, it's gonna make I'm so excited to see how this makes sense, how it all makes sense. Because
Yeah.
I think Curry brought up, I was talking to Curry, I think a couple nights ago. He was like, yeah, imagine if once this whole trilogy comes out, we're able to take all these music videos and link it up, and it's one kind of
Yeah.
story, one short, not even short film. At that point, it would be like a pretty good feature length,
Oh yeah.
So wow, that would be insane. And then obviously at the very end, he gets his the soul sucked out of him. So jealous,
Mm.
and he has, oh, the lights are back on.
Oh,
Cool.
there you go.
Yeah, wow. And he and then it like kind of leaves us on a cliffhanger.
Yes.
So which I thought was really cool. It kind of gives, oh, lights are back off. Um
You're haunted or something.
yeah, I know. But yeah, so where at that point, with that cliffhanger happening, where did you think we were going? Did you have any ideas, or were you just kind of like, oh, like okay?
I was honestly like, oh, okay, like this is, I guess this is kind of like our introduction. I definitely expected more narrative aspects to the music video, whether that's kind of like following, um, I don't know, like if you look at like the After Hours music videos, like he's always kind of like stumbling, or like, you know, he's clearly like playing up this kind of like crazy lucid character, whereas
Yeah.
it feels like in at least for Sacrifice and then in Gasoline, um, he's kind of like being taken on a ride. You know, he's like not really sure where he's going, and he's getting
Mm,
yeah, again, he was getting sacrificed and stuff like that, and you know, he's put on the table. But I thought it was gonna lead us into a little bit more of like the narrative of the Dawn, as opposed to like After Hours. I felt like we were like immediately transported into the world of After Hours within the Heartless and the Blinding Lights. You know, those two music videos back to back. But now that we do have these two music videos with Gasoline, I can definitely say that I feel the same way now. But after the first one, I was like, I want a little more that I could grab onto in terms of like what the
yeah.
Dawn is. But I feel like a lot of those questions were answered in the Gasoline music video.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and we'll get to that in a second. I love we're kind of like exactly where we were in the After Hours era in terms of like if you think of the first couple of videos we got
Yeah.
Heartless, which was an introduction similar to Take My Breath.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get Blinding Lights, which is like us fleshing out this character a little bit, starting to experience things with him, like Blinding Lights, you know. And then we transition into Gasoline, which is I think the kind of I don't know if I'm gonna give it that parallel of like it's like the After Hours short film,
Yeah.
but it's we're kind of like in the same place where we experience something with the character, and that character is transformed into something else. Like we get young Abel and he like beats the fuck out of old man Abel.
Right.
So kind of a cool little cliffhanger for what's gonna happen to the next music video.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as for the Gasoline music video, what did you think about that one?
Yeah. So I loved how it kind of picked up right where we left off with the Sacrifice music video. In that he's like the old man. He's got the gross ass like hearing aids in, and he's clearly
Yeah,
like he's like dying or something is happening to him where he's like going. He can't drive. You know, he's tuned to Dawn FM. Jim Carrey's on the radio, and then he slams into I don't know what it was, like a sign or something like that.
yeah,
And then the whole like dance party scene was really crazy. I mean, it kind of felt like a bad dream or like a nightmare or something like that. Like, you know, when
yeah.
you have those weird instances where like you kind of have these flashes of your dream where you think like in the music video like he sees himself or like he's a younger version of himself. Like, it definitely felt very nightmarish, which was really creepy but also really cool because he goes into what we were talking about before, where he kind of finds another version of himself and he kills him off.
Mm,
Similar to this, where that we feel like really bad. You know, we feel really bad that this old man Abel is beaten and basically just like stomped to death in the middle of this party, and everyone else is laughing and pointing. I'm like, okay, clearly
yeah.
there's some metaphors going on here. About there's a lot you can say about just like, you know, beating yourself up or like literally like killing an old version of yourself, but the fact that he's surrounded by all these people and then there's like this underworld that kind of is coming up and trying to take him under, and like, so that gave me a lot more to grab onto in terms of like the narrative of the
Mm.
Dawn. If but yeah, what did you think? I know we have like a theory that you saw on Gasoline that I
Yeah,
thought was really cool.
it's a cool little theory that it really lends some perspective on some of the scenes that I really like. But yeah, I really like what you're saying about the dance scene, and I think that is very interesting because maybe that could be what his idea of purgatory is that it's people constantly rooting you on to do bad things, you know, like there's that girl that comes in and is like, yeah, you're doing great, beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what his idea of purgatory is, you know, you keep doing these bad things and people are encouraging you to until you get sick of it, until you get sick of yourself. And maybe that is where because I remember this is kind of getting into the deep dive a little bit, so I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
too far.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But Jim Carrey says like enjoy your time here, what's the rush, you know, like in Dawn FM he says like take your time, like you'll
Mm-hmm.
get there eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what this is gonna be. We're gonna see this character constantly fail to make that wrong decision and
Mm-hmm.
want to kill off his old stuff, and maybe at some point he gets sick of that.
Exactly.
Just
And
a thought.
it
Just
comes
a thought.
back to bite him somehow, you know.
Yeah.
Did you want me to
Yeah.
bring up that that theory here?
Yeah. I think it's a fun theory that I think our viewers would appreciate. So,
Okay.
uh,
I can read it
yeah.
off. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Someone said they saw this theory or this interpretation, which is similar to their thoughts. The music video for Gasoline. Shout out
Yeah.
to Testify Hours on Twitter. But
Yeah.
and
Thank you
mm,
to Curry for
yeah.
sending this over to me,
Oh
by the
yeah,
way.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. So they say, I'm amazed at how well this was presented. In case you did not understand it, here's my interpretation. At first, we see an old man reaching the end of his life, portrayed by driving a car. He is barely able to hear, and nature has already begun to reclaim his body, you know, covered in the ants and all that stuff. Also, he is confused and is driving aimlessly. The viewer can tell that he is going in the wrong direction. He finally crashes into a stop sign, which is metaphorically means death, which is the end of the road stop sign that he runs into. Then he has to face where his decisions have led him. We see a barren land filled with selfish and sinful people who only seek physical pleasure. This is a representation of hell. The main character notices his younger self in the crowd, reading that he was already young when things went wrong, although he had the choice to change. At one point, a woman wounds him, but he doesn't run away. Maybe he's addicted? Although we see his regret, the tears on his face. The younger self and the older self start moving towards each other, but the younger self does not recognize that the person facing him is actually himself. Instead, he sees a monster that represents fear and anxiety from the unknown, or the future. The old version of the Weeknd could be the future self that his younger version is terrified of. The younger self kills him, but he doesn't realize that he also destroys his own future. Instead of facing his problems, he acts sinfully, and the people around him encourage him to do so. Finally, the two timelines, the present and the future, come together, ending with a murder that seals his fate. He's no longer innocent, symbolized by that withered lily, and is now a dead person, both literally and figuratively. I think it's really, by dead person, I think his soul is dead. You know, what made him innocent, what made him human, his old self, the same Abel that was on the street, a decade ago, has since died. And I think this younger version that beats up the older version is who he was in the Starboy era, in that he got way too far gone, made all these sins, but deep down in that time, he was thinking, oh shit, like, I feel like, when is all this gonna catch up to me? Like, I can't do this forever. I can't be this toxic Abel forever. Like, am I really gonna be in the club or, like making girls cry in the club when I'm 80 years old? Like, so I think that's kind of where that came in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really interesting. I love that this theory is kind of like the there you go, some old man Abel content for you. Imagine just like waking up and you see, that's my sleep paralysis demon, by the way. Also, I'm really digging this like little story time ASMR segment on our thoughts. It was very calming, you reading that theory.
Oh, nice.
Meanwhile, you're in your 8 Mile era. With your fit.
Yeah, I was actually rapping. Yeah.
But no, that theory was kind of like a perfect middle ground of both of the theories from last week of what we thought Dawn FM was gonna be. I remember.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was on my end. No. This stream's been like chaotic for me, so I just didn't know if it was me. But you had the idea of like timelines and kind of like this Christopher Nolan type thing where someone's going forward in time, the other one's going back, and I meanwhile my theory was more like there's the after hours Abel kind of lending lessons to this young Abel. So it's kind of been like a middle ground so far. We're getting a little bit of both. Another one of these thoughts that I'm having for like the future. I just had, because we've been getting this recurring image of like this flower that's like forming and shifting, and then now it's wilted away. I just love, like, imagine that moment. I don't know what music video, if it's going to be in this era or the next era. Imagine if we get a scene of like that flower coming back to life, or like coming back together, restoring the purity in it, or like that'll be a very, very big moment in whatever music video that's going to be. Like I could see it in, some people have said like, what is the next music video we're predicting? But like, imagine if it's like Out of Time or like Less Than Zero, a song where he is kind of a little bit reflective and like accepting of criticism or critiquing himself, to be honest. So imagine if we kind of get little moments where like that flower is starting to come back to life a little bit more, and then maybe in afterlife it's like fully formed again.
I think that's definitely, we've ended on, or that music video I felt like ended on a decision that was made. He decided to kill off his future self, or maybe whatever made him that perfect flower, his innocence, whatever that was, his personality, his life before fame. We've seen it die, and not only was that his past, but then his future, he also killed off. So I think in the next music video, whatever it could be, I feel like we're going to see the consequences of that. And we're going to see just him really struggling. I mean, he always is the one who is the short end of the stick in his music videos, but I feel like it's gonna be even more so. So, but yeah, what do you think, prediction wise? What do you think the next music video is gonna be in terms of the narrative structure? Because I think Less Than Zero is gonna be the last music video. If there's a music video for it, it would be the last one because it's such like a triumphant send off. But I feel like we got to go through more
Yeah,
trials and tribulation before we get there.
I had the same ideas. I think Lesson Zero is going to be the cap off to this era. Could be wrong, but I think it would be really cool if we get Is There Someone Else as the next music video, because it's this kind of like, if we're talking Blade Runner Matrix aesthetic, that one just feels like you're in like a flying car,
Yeah.
like going through like a futuristic city. And we cap off Sacrifice with, or not Sacrifice, Gasoline, with him like killing this dude and then walking off. So I think that it'd be fun if we, get to know this young Abel that we're seeing, and we get to see him do whatever he does with Is There Someone Else? Like maybe he's like some cool badass type character. So yeah, that's where my head it might be thinking, and also I feel like it's like tonally kind of where we are,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. How about you? Do you have a
Yeah.
prediction yourself?
I think I was gonna say either Is There Someone Else?
I think Take My Breath. Take My Breath should get a music video.
Yeah, low key. Where's that music video at?
Yeah.
Um, I like the How Do I Make You Love Me theory as well. For some reason, like my mind went to Best Friends. I don't know why. I feel like that might be like the least likely to get a music video, but I felt like it could. But I think we'll definitely get either Is There Someone Else, or How Do I Make You Love Me, or Starry Eyes potentially. Or no, it's not Starry Eyes. Sorry.
Ooh.
Like Don't Break My Heart or something like that. So I feel like those three could be the next like narrative, chapter in the Dawn. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. He's been pumping out these music videos, so I wouldn't be surprised if we got one like end of this week or beginning of next week or something like that. So we won't have to wait
literally
that
just
long.
got a bunch of music videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got a bunch of music videos last night.
Right.
um
Which were really cool.
so it's insane. Yeah. Wow. Honestly, I want a music video for each and every single song. I think
I
that
know.
there's just this song, this album, every record is so visually appealing and so vivid in the pictures it paints that I would love to see what pictures he wants us to see
Yeah,
when we
yeah,
listen
yeah.
to these songs. So wow. Just the fact that we've just, you guys in the chat have had different answers. Me and Matt have had different answers for whatever the next video could be, and we have like pretty good ideas about what it could be, is just like insane. I think there's not a lot of artists that usually there's like every other album it's like, okay, this is like the radio hit coming off this album. This is kind of, you can tell which ones are for the streams and all that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I don't know, just another thing to love about the Weeknd. Let's see. Curry, we're gonna talk about how Starry Eyes is supposedly about Angelina Jolie.
I
Yeah,
see you. I see
like
you.
that's yeah, I saw that too. Could be interesting. uh and Every Angel is Terrifying as like a little like ad would be cool.
I like that. I feel like that'd be
That'd be
pretty
sick.
funny.
Right, yeah, like that it paints such a very vivid image, but I think it was just whatever he has in mind would be hilarious. uh but yeah. So is that all we want to say about the music videos so far, with Gasoline and Sacrifice?
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long until the next music video. He's been feeding us for sure. But as of now,
Mhm.
I mean, we did get that little remix music video with like the dance hall, paying homage to like I forget what it's called, but it's like this group back in the '80s that made like dance pop like what it is today, basically, which was cool.
Yeah.
And that definitely was like I know it said like alternate universe or something like that. I think that was just to get that,
Alternate world.
yeah, just to get that remix out. But yeah, I mean, as of right now,
Yeah.
in terms of the story, it seems like the Weeknd has chosen the wrong decision. We'll see. He's killed off a lot of people. His innocence has died. He's killed off his future self, and we'll see where he ends up. But I feel like whatever it could be, we're gonna get thrusted right back into it, whatever the next music video is.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think yeah, what I'm really excited to see is just, yeah, where this goes. Wait, D Mind
No,
Studios, 999 super chat. Thank you so much. When is the Don FM analysis video coming?
it's
Well,
coming,
like
man.
I said, we're at the very start. It is coming. We are recording it tomorrow night. We got the doc ready. We're
Don't
ready.
worry.
We're raring to go. I'll keep you guys updated if you guys follow me on Twitter, Cheslito. If you follow Matt, other way, Matt Mags. We'll keep you guys updated if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, but trust
yeah,
me, it's
I'm
gonna be
ready.
a,
I'm
a
ready
good
to
video.
oh man, I'm really trying to make this like our. I don't know if we'll ever top After Hours video, but Jay Weezy just asked that same question.
Oh
Is it,
shit.
or this is the album, not the video. So that question, damn, we were gonna save that for the review, but that $4, man, super chat. Should we do it? Uh,
On the same level as After Hours? Yeah, it's on the same level. I
yeah.
mean, will I say or answer the fact if it's above or below? Not yet.
Mm,
Of course, it's going to be on the same level. I mean, it's the Weekend. But do I like it better than After Hours? I will let you know in the review. We're also recording that very soon. We've given the album some time to marinate. But
yeah,
these are all questions I'm asking myself, just so y'all know. But yeah, in terms
yeah,
of the
yeah.
analysis, it's gonna be. I know what y'all love.
It's coming.
We know what y'all loved about the first one. How you kind of like were into this world. There's like this cinematic experience. Just so you know, we're gonna be on that same vein. We're gonna treat it just as the same because it's very clear that this is a follow up to After Hours. So we're gonna stay within that realm. It's gonna be its own experience as well. So really excited for you guys to watch it. Hopefully, it'll shed some light on some new aspects about the album that we kind of very briefly touched on here. I mean, just we had that one theory, but there are a bajillion theories that we could go into that we're all saving for the analysis. So be patient. We're recording it. It'll be worth the wait for sure.
Yes. Oh my goodness,
Yes.
little Shrek.
Oh,
That
thank you.
4.99. Gotta let it marinate. Yeah, man.
We
We're
marinating.
trying to yeah, we want to make sure that we come to you with a bunch of thoughts, a lot of stuff for you to think about when you listen to this album, just because there's so much
Hmm.
to it, so much packed in it. So, yeah, man, and you're gonna get your money's worth on this video. I can guarantee you that. Like, we're coming at you with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Look at the
do you
leaderboard right
mind?
now. This is like the most diverse it's been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jim, Shrek. We got Wheezy, D
D
Mind.
Mine.
Wow,
Appreciate you
I love
guys.
it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Shrek is coming for
yeah, man.
Thank you,
Hey,
sir.
Uh,
Yeah.
D Mind, who edits your videos? You're looking at them. You're
We
looking at
do.
the editors.
We
Yeah,
do.
we this is a two-man production here
Yeah.
at the OurThoughts podcast. That's why, I would love to like record and just do and like give it to an editor and just upload it, but
That'd be
you
great.
know, it would be great. But I don't know, we just haven't really thought about doing that, and you guys seem to like the videos we make, so we're just gonna keep doing what we do, and hopefully you guys keep running it up.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah, this is gonna be so fun, guys. Can't wait to fast. I just want to like sim a week or two and just have this video already out so I can see your reactions. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I was saying earlier, like I'm about to lock myself in. I made a little Walmart run last
Oh.
night to like get my snacks and my
Oh shit.
drinks all ready for editing this bad boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So man,
Yeah.
I'm so
Thank
damn
you.
excited for this.
Thank you guys. You guys are amazing too. Best reaction duo. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you.
Man, love
Better
y'all.
than NFR podcast. Let's get it straight. No, I'm.
I was not. Damn, I was not ready.
I'm
For
coming. I'm coming
like
for
that.
them, bro. Nah, those guys are dope. Those guys
Oh
are
my
like,
god.
we're like, I always look at them. I'm like, oh, if we were in person, bro. It's too bad we're on two different sides of the
Oh
state,
man,
but I feel like we could do some cool shit if
I
we were in
know.
person. Because we gotta do this virtually. But
Oh
hey,
man.
shout out NFR podcast. Those guys have been killing it. Those guys, they're on another level.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. They're the bar.
Mm.
Absolutely. So, can't wait. Hopefully, man, it would be really great if we just like somehow collab with them. I don't know. It would be
Hey,
weird to see myself pop up on like ourselves pop on a screen with them on it just because I've watched a lot of their videos. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
wait, what is
Hopefully,
this? What is this comment? The remixes are
what
effing
happened?
terrible. Smack my head, smash my pinky toe against the corner of my desk, cook my steak well done, walk on Lego, reverse into my car. Damn.
I think there's a part
okay.
two. I think we're getting a part two to this
Yeah, this is a
comment.
dot dot dot. Let me
But
know. Keep follow up that
ooh,
thought, Nisco. I want to keep
yeah,
going.
we will keep this stream going just to get the follow up to this comment.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, is Don FM a good album since you made that song with Ed Sheeran? You know what? No song has ever paired
Nah.
up compared to the Ed Sheeran song. So,
Unfortunately, yeah. If we're talking about
mid.
yeah, compared to the Ed Sheeran, you know, unfortunately Don was mid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing. I mean, have you heard Division? I mean,
Have you heard what's the most recent one?
have you heard
Multiplication?
Equals Sign? Have you heard Square Root of Ed Sheeran? Square Root by Ed Sheeran.
Square. I don't want to know what that is. I don't know.
What is Ed
Root
Sheeran
of-
squared?
Not
No,
for me.
no.
I don't want to find that out.
Yeah.
Square root of 69 is 8 something.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, Nisco, where is this part two, bro? I'm like on pins and needles right now. Bad Habits clears after hours. Indeed.
just that song clears.
Yeah,
yeah.
all of after hours. Still a bit of a judgment to be made about Don. So
Yeah.
interesting there. Yeah. Also, by the way, real quick side note, back to the Weeknd music videos. I've been really loving these XO Vision
Oh,
videos.
I love those videos, bro.
Right?
The behind the scenes stuff, so cool.
Amazing. Yeah, it's so cool. And I love that it's edited like it's a music video, but it's the behind the scenes
Mm-hmm.
of the video. Like that's just such a interesting concept. I don't know when the last time I saw that I've seen it before, but I don't remember when it was. But it's just really cool, man.
Yeah,
Really cool.
love
Long
that.
Division.
Love Long Division,
Yeah.
most anticipated album. Yeah, no, yeah, I love just seeing I mean, you know who I am. I love seeing the process of how they make this stuff because when I watch it, I'm like, how the fuck are they doing this? Because it's so crazy. So just to get a little
Yeah.
peek into that, into the Weeknd and his vision and the people involved and stuff like that. I love how seeing like them putting the prosthetics on the hand. Like that's got to be at least a 2-hour job, like to
Oh,
make
yeah.
it look that good. Yeah, no, it's just really cool to see, and I love that he brings us along to even the behind the scenes, part of it, so that we can really appreciate the whole thing.
Yeah,
Which
man.
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
These
yeah.
videos are 700K plus. I guarantee you they're more than that.
Oh
they're
my
more
God,
than
yeah.
that.
He's dropping a mil at least on every
least,
video.
At least.
Feels like it at least, man. It feels
Yeah.
so expensive. Damn, I guess Nisco does not have a part two. So let's read back that comment again and
You
just
know what?
enjoy it. For
That's
what-
gonna be, Curry. I gave you the pinned. I need to pin that comment. Sorry, Nisco.
Yeah.
That was too good. I'm replacing
Yeah.
it. Smack
see.
my head.
The-
Smash my pinky toe against the corner of the desk. Cook my steak well done.
Walk on Lego, like all of Lego, not just a Lego piece. Walk on Lego.
Walk on
Reverse
Lego,
into
yeah.
my car.
Right.
Yeah. We love
Oh.
it. It was a
Jim the Potato, thank you. Back on
Jim.
the leaderboard. You're coming for them.
Ayo. Wow, we've got different names. I love it.
Yeah,
Just
love that.
all new names. I like it. Um, but yeah, wow. This has been a really cool stream, man. I'm really happy that These last two streams have been so fun.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like we're all, like we said, we're full weekend mode right now.
Yeah,
So
man.
we're looking for any other theories, any other connections that y'all have made.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Also, like anything you guys want to talk about. Yeah, this is like our last call for
yes,
topics. Round them
yes.
up, and
Well, I
yeah,
guess with that, we can kind of go into it is New Music Friday in a couple hours. There are some other albums dropping, which I doubt y'all will be listening to, because I know y'all are just gonna keep streaming this album. But
yeah,
if you're interested, just to give you a little roundup, tonight dropping is Earl Sweatshirt, his new album called Sick. YBN Corday, brand new album from A Bird's Eye View. Kanye West, new single. I don't know what we don't know what it's called yet, but dropping
yeah.
featuring The Game and Pusha T. New Joey Badass single. Gunna Deluxe album. And then our new Earth Gang album. So some stuff
Wow.
to look forward to tonight as well. I'm looking forward to
Oh,
that.
Lil Shrek. Hold up.
Oh my God, y'all are
He
going
says,
back and forward.
man, he's trying to claim his third. My leaderboard.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, all right.
Okay. But yeah, a lot of good music coming out, man. A lot
For
of
sure.
good music. But I know we're in full Dawn mode, so hold back. I haven't listened to the new Gunna album yet, and I want to give it a fair chance. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about it, so I think
Oh,
that's
here
gonna
it
be
is.
next on my list.
The anticipated comment. Hold on. It's coming through on
Wow.
my end. Hold on, it went away. Damn it, where'd it
Okay.
go?
Here we go. Ready? I'll read it out.
You read it.
Whew. Wait, I lost it too. Where'd it go? Where'd
No.
it go? I saw it. Don't worry. I saw it, Nisco.
Yeah. Ah, damn it. Where did it go? Y'all, I can't keep track of this chat.
No. Hold on.
It was so good.
I know you killed it. I saw a Big Mac in there.
Yeah. Oh my God. I
Hold on,
I,
hold
I saw
on.
something. Hold on,
Where-
Nisco, send it again. I gotta read it.
Yeah. Oh God, he didn't even. So sorry. We did you wrong, bro.
My bad, bro. He was coming up with the. He was coming up with this. Okay.
But
Yeah, but yeah. In terms of the Dawn, what?
I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Go
sorry,
ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Nisco killed it, man. Spit in my Big Mac. Kick my balls from behind when I squat.
Oh.
Call my mama, tell her I choked and died seeing a peanut. Basically, the remixes just ain't it, fam.
Damn. While from behind when I squat. That's crazy.
In a squat. Whew.
That's crazy. Oh, Yo, I will say, hey, Shrek. Jim goes hard. Like he's
Go at it,
yo.
y'all. Before, who was it that before Jim was beefing with the super chats? I remember it was someone else.
It was J Dot. Yeah.
Ooh, J Dot kind of backed off a little bit, and
Yeah.
now Shrek's coming in hot.
Damn.
Ready. Look at that. They're even right now.
This is crazy.
So, wow.
This is the main event right here.
I know. Wow. It's perfectly matched right now. I love it. Virtually identical.
Oh,
Um,
the Jay Weezy says first weekend concert I attended was the Kissland tour. It was amazing. It was pretty sad when After Hours tour got canceled twice. Have you guys ever been to a weekend concert? If so, how was it, bro? I'm very jealous.
Really funny.
I'm very jealous
Yeah.
that you went to the Kissland tour, because I felt like that was a moment in history. Like the videos I've seen on YouTube of the Kissland tour look crazy. But yes, we have been to a weekend concert. We actually just posted a video on our Instagram, if you don't follow us there, about our like experiences with the weekend for the first time. And we went to my very first like concert was the weekend, and it was for Beauty Behind the Madness. And that was an incredible. Travis Scott opened for him too.
Yeah, dude.
Man.
Whoa, little
Hold
Shrek,
on.
$4.99.
I gotta.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
are
was
going
upset.
crazy. Y'all are going crazy.
Okay.
You don't want to start with me. I'm about to overtake this leaderboard. Jim Potato. Oh, excuse.
Then
Just excuse me. Oh my
then
goodness.
D-Mind coming in out of nowhere
Oh
with a
my.
$50 donation. At this point, we're gambling.
Y'all crazy.
777. Let's roll, baby.
Dude. Okay, D-Mind just threw his hat into the ring, bro. That I don't know
Oh,
where y'all going at for after this.
Got a little menage a trois. I know you
Right.
guys gonna have to settle it somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're gonna have just a stream just for y'all to beef it out.
Yeah. For real, man. But yeah, do you want to tell the story about how we missed Travis Scott? It's not really a story, but the reason why. So we missed Travis Scott in that concert.
Yeah. Well, this was like, well, this was, I forget what year, but this is, I think, like his Birds in the Trap album. And
No, he just came out with Antidote, I think. Antidote was like the hit.
Yeah, that was the hit. Oh my God, Lil Shrek. Oh, he called your bluff. Oh no, Lil Shrek with the Dukes, bro.
Oh my God. Throwing haymakers now.
Yo.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all coming out of nowhere. He's on the ropes. Hey,
this could get real ugly real soon, man.
He's got you on the ropes. All right. Damn. All right, yeah. Anyway, Travis Scott, this was like right before he was like big, like Astroworld big. And he was opening for the Weeknd, which is crazy. He's an opener. And we're like, oh, we should go right now to the merch line. It's getting long. I want my merch. Yeah. And we're in there, and all of a sudden, like, you know, we're outside the auditorium, so, you know, we're in the lobby or whatever getting the merch, and all of a sudden I just hear like, it's lit, and then like the bass is like, I'm like, whoa, who is opening? And I'm like, no way. I'm like, is that Travis Scott, bro? I'm like, we're like right up next to the merch line, and we're like, damn, like we just got to go through it. And so we missed the whole Travis Scott set, but we made it back in time for the Halsey set, though.
I was just gonna say, bro, we made it back.
Oh my God.
Yo, Cesco coming in hot.
Oh,
I don't know what that converts to, man. This is all I got in my account.
Oh shit. What is that currency? Can you tell me where you're coming from? I've never seen that. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. You guys are, and then Curry coming in too. Woo.
Oh, Curry throwing his hat in the ring. Y'all are going crazy. Y'all not even listening to what we're saying. You're just beefing him in the super chat.
yo, man, you might have to miss that movie, bro. We're just gonna keep getting paid.
I know, bro. I'm seeing the new Scream in about a couple hours.
Sorry, guys. I might not be able to come through.
Oh no.
But man, wow, thank you guys. Cesco, yeah, let us know where you're coming from. Jesus. Let me Google that actually. But
Sweden. Shout out Sweden. Damn.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate that. Wow. What is your currency called? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Shout out to our global fans, bro. Our fans, our global our thoughts
of the Weeknd.
Yeah.
Fans of the Weeknd that listen to us.
Yeah.
Thank you for bearing with us.
Yeah. We're the thoughts, right? That's what our people who listen to us, that's what they're called.
Are we ready to commit to that? Are you guys cool?
We said that once.
Yeah, we did. Let's chalk it up to you guys. Do we want to do a poll actually real quick?
Okay, wait. Oh my God, Lil Shrek back at it.
Yo,
okay. It looks like Lil Shrek is still in the lead here. He's got 2 names on the board. Yeah, wait, guys. Okay. What do you think if we were to like give you guys a name? You know, like I don't know if like PewDiePie has it. You know, like, but I'm just saying, give us a couple options. The thoughts are like I felt like that was kind of fun. But yeah. I'll make a poll, Curry, and you guys can vote on what we should call the Our Thoughts family here.
Yeah, it goes down tonight, guys. So we have, you know, Our Thoughts fam, Our Thoughts army, just like some generic ones. But yeah, let give us a couple suggestions, and we'll put it up on the poll, and we'll decide it right here, right now.
Yeah.
So
I will say I'm biased towards thoughts.
Yeah, I like the idea of calling y'all thoughts.
Because I remember like the other day, I was talking to someone and they're like, "Oh, I'm like, yeah, you know, Weeknd seen one of our videos. You know, he's a thought, he's a fan." And I'm like, "Wait a minute."
Oh God, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Love that. Exo Thoughts is a good one.
Exo Thoughts is pretty cool.
Yeah, but you know, maybe we can be the minds.
And you guys are the thoughts. Our thoughts. Our tater thoughts. Tater thoughts. Tater thoughts.
Tater thoughts. That's funny. Damn, y'all.
This is crazy.
I'm still processing that little fight that they had there in the super
No,
chat section over there.
the
Jesus.
the girls were fighting, bro. This is crazy. I don't think we've ever had this many like donations happening at once. So you guys really,
Came
we're
through.
feeling the love. Tater
Yeah.
thoughts. All right, let me make a poll. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 options. All right.
4 options. The Ed Sheeran is better than Able Squad. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that for
Right.
life. You know.
Oh,
Like,
D-Mine, thank you for the 1999.
woo!
These thoughts, fans. Yep. These thoughts.
These
um.
thoughts.
Okay. So let's just do usual the thoughts.
Thoughts.
Thoughts. What was the other one? The exo thoughts.
Exo thoughts. Tater thoughts.
Tater thoughts. I like that one. One
Yeah,
more.
that one's fun. All right, last call, guys. This is it. Last call. We'll give you like a couple seconds to get them in.
Okay.
We're kind of putting you on the spot, and who knows? You know, these are subject to change. Maybe if you guys come up with a suggestion, we'll have like a impromptu poll. Like, all right, guys, whichever one last time or this one. So,
Yeah. All right. All right. So right now we have thoughts, exo thoughts, tater thoughts, the exo minds. I feel like that's the Weeknd. He's got the exo mind.
yeah. D Mind Studios. There you go. um, let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's. I think those are the 3 we might be going with. Angel's asking, did you enjoy the Halsey set?
I'm gonna be real. I had no idea who she was when we were there. I was like, who is this? All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna post the poll though, just so y'all know.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Army of Thoughts.
Army of thoughts, thought army. Okay, fine. I was gonna put a joke one at the end, but we'll do that one.
Okay. What was the one you're gonna say?
Certified lover boys.
The certified lover thoughts.
Lover thoughts. Okay,
Love
y'all. I just put out the poll. This is for y'all. What would you like to be
Yes.
called? Vote in the poll.
Wow. The Thought Army. The thoughts. Wow. Cool stuff. Yeah. The Halsey set was kind of lackluster. I didn't like any of it. If I'm being honest, I don't know one. I remember me, myself, and I. I remember.
Yes.
This is a random side note. Me, myself, and I. I remember my first time hearing that song. I was like, it's kind of hard. And then, like, literally, then very next time I heard it, I was like, this kind of sucks.
Cool for 1 second, and now,
Yeah,
now it
literally
sucks.
1 3-minute segment in my life where I
Yeah.
thought me, myself, and I was hard, and then not so much. Nisco did the math for us. 219.
24,000. You get. I think your conversion is a little off there, my guy.
No. I think that's supposed to be a period. I think it's 24.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if you just donated 24,500 to us, you get to be on the show right here, right now. Like,
bro, this is your show. You just bought our thought. You just bought the channel. Like,
yeah, we're changing this like poll.
Nisco thoughts.
We're all called the Nisco thoughts.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you,
conversion.
Nisco. Thank you very much. Appreciate
But
you guys. Okay, well, right now I'm looking at the poll, and it is neck and neck with the exo thoughts and the tater thoughts.
wow,
I like the tater thoughts. That's pretty cool.
Tater thoughts is fun. Yeah, I like that.
But vote. Only 14 votes in. Let us know
Yeah.
what you guys would like to be called.
You guys know the power of voting, guys. Go ahead,
Yeah, this
cast
is
your vote.
democratic.
Yeah. So waiting on the mail-ins. Exo thoughts has taken the lead.
Oh, damn. By
Interesting.
7%. Y'all changed it up.
Wow. Okay. But yeah, no. Who else? So yeah, we saw the. I'm just thinking, like, we saw the Beauty Behind the Madness tour, and what was the? Do you remember, like, what was the set, like the moments where that like really like stood out to you, that really kind of like made you think, like, damn, man, The Weeknd is my guy. Like, if you can even remember.
I know that was kind of a while ago.
Jesus. 2015. That's 7 years ago. That's disgusting.
Yeah, yeah. Felt like 20 years ago. I remember. I mean, I just remember his guitarist just like shredding on Angel and
Yeah.
Acquainted. I remember that listening to that live was insane. Um, but I think the moment I remember when he performed Crew Love live. That
Oh,
was like, yo, this is sick, because he had like the fire and stuff like that. I mean, like the hills too. Like, it was all dope. I mean, just that whole uh, concert. I was like, okay, yeah, nah, this is like, I'm obsessed. It's no going
yeah.
back.
Yeah. That for sure that guitarist was crazy. I think Patrick Greenaway or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not whatever. Yeah, I think it is Patrick Greenaway. Yeah, he killed it. I remember on the hills also he had like a cool little like solo-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, really cool, really
Man,
cool. So yeah, EXO thoughts taking the lead. Only 18 votes though. Come on now, we
come on
got
now.
how many of you got? 49? Is that what it says for you guys? For you too?
Right now, 36, but
36. I don't know why mine's behind. It says 49. But
you're in a different universe or something.
I know, man. I don't know where I'm streaming from at this point. I don't even know. But yeah, cast your votes. Vote, 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 vote.
Definitely. Okay, I see. EXO Thoughts taking the lead. All right, cool. Yeah.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe we have our weekend division of fans. We call them the EXO Thoughts, and then like the
Okay.
general umbrella
Yeah.
of our thoughts viewers, we call them our Tater Thoughts.
A Tater Thoughts. I like that. Y'all are the
Cute.
EXO Thoughts. But like, is an EXO thought is a Tater Thought, but a Tater Thought is not an EXO Thought.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. No, you can't. And then
Are they mutually exclusive?
they can be. Yeah. I think for sure you can be a Tater Thought without necessarily being an EXO Thought. Like we have our Kendrick Lamar videos.
Yeah, we got our Frank Ocean fans and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But damn, y'all,
We're in there.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to get this this Dawn analysis video going. I know y'all are waiting. I know people have been posting their thoughts on it, but we just wanted to really give you guys that cinematic experience again. So thank you for being patient. If you guys have any theories or anything you want to shoot to us in the comments before we record it, let us know now, or
Forever hold your peace.
exactly.
Yep.
But yeah, with that, thank you guys. You know what? I'll end the poll. I like it. EXO Thoughts. Y'all are the EXO Thoughts. Thank you for voting. Thank you, Nisco, for that great comment. I see it still pinned up there. Appreciate you guys.
Beautiful. Yeah. Oh my God. What a stream, guys. Thank you all for coming. You guys have been making these last couple weeks so fun.
Yes.
Super fun. I'm always going to remember, this Dawn FM album as the time that I shared with y'all, with you, Matt. So, yeah, can't wait to just keep the good vibes rolling, man. Wow.
Definitely. Keep streaming the Dawn. Yes, congrats, Curry. We are the EXO Thoughts. Makes sense.
Damn.
As it should. Yes, as it should. And yeah, I agree. Thoughts, that word has no meaning to me anymore. I've said it too many times. But yeah, all right, y'all. Thank you guys for coming through. Dawn analysis on the way. Dawn review also on the way. Please follow us on our socials. Our Thoughts Podcast on everything. We are very active on Twitter, so if you guys want to interact with us there or get some be the first ones to know when a video is coming out, or we always kind of canvas people on Twitter giving your guys' theories, or if you guys want to see anything or whatever, you can end up on one of our videos if you follow us on Twitter. So follow us there, or if you want to catch up with us individually, our handles are below. But with that, thank you everyone who donated. Oh my God, this is probably like the most amount of donors
Oh
like
my God,
ever in one of our streams. So thank you so much. Like we said before, next week keep those dukes up, because right now it seems like Lil Shrek has won this week around. So round 3 or round 2 will happen next week. If you guys get your fucking pocketbooks ready and you're training, get your fists up, because it's some serious competition.
Oh yeah. And just know that I'm loving the fact that no matter who beats up who, we win. So Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep it going, guys. Keep it rolling.
we're making side bets on who who donates the most.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not gonna say who I got my money on, because I would be tampering. But yeah, interesting. All I'll say is that D-Mine, you better show up next stream.
There you go. Hey, he already said it's on. He's all caps. It's on.
Ooh, twice.
All right? It's on. All right.
It's on twice. All right.
Little check. Make sure to bring your checkbook. God damn, y'all are ruthless. Anyways, thank you guys for another amazing stream. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the new people who are a part of our family. I feel like we've grown like so much since our little Dawn pre-album party stream, which was awesome. But hopefully we keep this momentum going. Stay tuned. Next week could be getting a couple videos in your sub box. So
yeah,
keep those notifications on. But any last words for the people, Cesco?
No, we'll just see you soon, guys. Very, very soon.
Yes, sir. All right. The dawn is here. See you on the other side. Peace out, y'all.